Hey guys, and welcome to a proof of concept video I'm doing with Feed the Beast mod pack Unleashed 1.1.2. And as some of you, most of you, if you played Feed the Beast before it updated to 1.5.6, I believe, when it was still 1.4.7, had red power. In red power, you could create frames, motorized frames, that would allow elevators. However, when red power did not update, we have not seen a, well, I have not seen a compact elevator besides the railcraft one, which is why I decided to do a proof of concept with a brand new idea of mine. This large stone monstrosity with the red net cables and all that fun stuff. Now, my original design, because this thing runs on arcane levitators, but my original design was to have pistons that would push the arcane levitators into the elevator shaft, and depending on what floor you would press the button to, X amount of pistons and therefore arcane levitators would enter the shaft, propelling you to that floor. Because as some of you, and I hope most of you, know, arcane levitators will push you up 9 blocks for the first one, and every one that you add afterwards, another 10 blocks. So I have 3 blocks here, which will put me right around 30 blocks into the sky, no problem. Now, of course, an elevator has some sort of stopping mechanism, which is where all of these come in. Now, again, originally it was supposed to just stop me at the limit. However, you cannot push arcane levitators with a piston, unfortunately. I can even demo how it doesn't work. But if you remove it, the piston goes. So anyway, I decided to work around that, using pistons that will push a stone block in your way. Now, let's take a look inside of the shaft. As you can see, oh dear, we've gone up. Let's just escape that. But as you can see, it is, for the most part, it is unobstructed from top to bottom. However, once I'm on ground floor, and I'm going to turn off creative mode to just prove how safe this is. This is first floor, second floor, top floor, and then this is an automatic down system that will bring you to the first floor. I set it up down here just so I can work with all 3 of these controllers at the same time. But we are going to go to the top floor. You just press that, and as you can see, there is now a stone in your way that will stop you from going any higher, and you can just simply step right off into a brand new hallway. And we are actually going to go down now. And the one problem with this system is sometimes it does take a second to update the fact that these arcane levitators are now covered with the piston that's about to go in, and the arcane levitators at the top are now uncovered and can push you down. I'm going to go back into creative to show off what is happening. As you can see, all these pistons are in a specific place that will immediately stop you at a certain floor. And you can just do this with red net cabling and controllers, pistons, and arcane levitators. I'm sure you guys can create a more compact system than this, as this is actually my first time working with red net of any type. So I'm not sure, well, I know for a fact that you can make it more complex. Now, on to the pros of this elevator. As you can see, it is very safe, and the original concept that I had would have only allowed me to make floors 10 blocks apart, which is actually how this is set up. However, with the new system, where it blocks you immediately, you can have any number of floors between the top limit, depending on how many blocks you put, and the floor, the bottom of the shaft. These are just stationed 10 blocks apart from each other for the original design before I had to modify it. It's relatively bug-free, and you can have as many floors as you require. You can easily hook up multiple RedNet cabling, or RedNet circuitry, because there are only 16 colors, which would theoretically only allow 15 floors, and then the automatic go down button if you're only going up. However, you can create another circuit which can hold even more, and the going down system doesn't require another circuit. You can just hook up each button to the circuit already. One of the pros, though, is if I'm on the top floor and I want to get to the second floor, I can't just press a button yet that will take me immediately there. I would have to go here, then click. Actually, we gotta wait for this to go back in. Then click it. Then rise up. Any moment it will update, trust me. I swear this never happens. Okay, well, I may have screwed up the timing on that. Hang on, let me try that again, because I know it works. There we go. But unfortunately, the only way to get from third floor to second floor would be to go all the way down, then back up. I could essentially create a piston system, just like the one that's inhibiting you from traveling any further higher, and just place it right here, and it would inhibit you from falling any further. However, this is just a proof of concept, and when I do end up building this, because I am planning on building it in my server Let's Play for a skyscraper I'm building, I will definitely include another system of buttons just like this that would allow me to essentially travel to any floor on the system, on the shaft. There are a couple of things that do need improvement. I won't lie about that, because this is the first time I've ever worked with RedNet. I just tried to make it as simple as possible, which all of these are on pulse lengthener in the maximum time, which runs about 13 seconds. So I'm sure if I truly wanted to, I could time how long it takes for me to get from place to place. And I'm sure I could also do away with some of these controllers. One other improvement that I was really trying to create but didn't know how was a better down system, where let's say I'm here, rather than relying on a timer, it would take me down, wrong way, let it just... this is definitely a problem, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Oh, almost got me. But I was trying to make it so like there would be a pressure plate on each of these hallways, which would release a signal that would immediately stop the downward system and resume upward system. Unfortunately, due to my limited knowledge, I do not know how to make that. All I know is how to describe it, and that would be the button would activate it, and it would continue staying active until a signal from the pressure plate deactivates it. But the pressure plate cannot activate it, only deactivate. And I'm sure that there is a very simple program in this long list of programs that could easily do that. However, as you can probably tell, I'm not exactly knowledgeable in this area of Minecraft Feed the Beast. Well, I believe this is it. Oh, I definitely do want to tell you what gave me the inspiration that I thought of it last night. Because on my server Let's Play, I was planning on eventually, not now, but eventually, building a skyscraper around spawn or the market, and who knows what I would sell. Let me just fix the sun real quick. But I was definitely thinking, this is Feed the Beast, where I can make anything automated, and I'm almost expected to run upstairs or use a minecart. And I'm sure I could make a minecart system that runs beautifully, but I am not quite sure how to do that. So anyway, I thought, well, I know I could easily use a jetpack, but what's the fun in an easy way out? So I immediately thought of an elevator. And hopefully... Oh, there is one thing that I almost forgot to add. The elevator shaft does not need to be 1 by 1. I know that it could easily work 4 by 4, and even using the drawbridge, you could essentially create a very large platform, or a very large shaft. For those of you who don't know how the drawbridge works, I will just show you right now, real quick. You just simply place it in here. You can even hide it by placing stone in here, but you place stone in here, then supply it with a redstone current, and it will expand. I believe it is 16 blocks, so 1 chunk's worth, and then you give it another current, and it will pull all the way back. And these will continue expanding until they meet another block, such as this piston. So, as you can probably tell, this is a much shorter distance than what it originally was, and it can easily work. And you can create a platform. Rather than using pistons, you can create a platform of any size, and therefore allow a shaft of any size to allow it to allow the elevator to match up with the building that you are making it in. Because right now these halls are very narrow, and I would love to have much wider halls, maybe even taller halls. But as of right now, this is just a proof of concept. And I really do want to see some of you guys take this and run with it, because honestly, I know that what I wired it up for is probably inefficient, and I'm sure that you guys could easily create a much better system. So I'm just putting this out there as an idea, maybe even a challenge if you will, to create a better working system of an elevator of this type. And I know that there are some like it, probably identical, but I just thought it was really cool, and I wanted to share it with you. So this is Slogman signing off. Thank you all for listening, watching, and if you like it, please check out some of my other videos. I would enjoy the views, because I want to make all of my videos the best that I can for the audience. So goodbye, everyone. Slogman signing off.